Welcome to explainingthefuture.com. This time I'm going to talk about the new industrial convergence. This refers to a blurring in the boundaries between manufacturing, medicine and media, and is starting to occur as engineers, doctors and computer scientists are all learning to manipulate organic and inorganic materials at a very small scale. The new industrial convergence will therefore mean that some future technology will be a lot less like this and a lot more like this. The first industrial convergence was identified by Nicholas Negroponte in 1980. At that time, a slight overlap existed between computing, telecommunications and the content industries of broadcasting and publishing. However, Negroponte predicted that by the year 2000 these industries would have converged due to their reliance on the same digital systems. This prediction also proved to be correct. What I'm proposing with the new industrial convergence is that as we approach 2010, traditional manufacturing, medicine and the media industries of computing and communications are already starting to share some common ground. Further, I'm suggesting that by around 2030 they will be very similar indeed. Several developments already signal the beginning of the new industrial convergence. These include advances in nanotechnology, genetic engineering and biocomputers. All of these involve engineers, doctors and computer scientists solving the same types of problem at the same physical scale. Indeed, as we learn to create, program and replicate materials at the level of living cells and even the atom, so the cutting edge of manufacturing, medicine and the media are already blurring into one. Nanotechnology involves manipulating matter at the near atomic scale. Already, nanotechnology has resulted in stronger and lighter materials, as well as new types of display and longer-lasting batteries. However, in future, nanobots may be created that will be able to rearrange the atoms of one material into another and even to self-replicate. In other words, future nanotechnology may be a form of artificial life with the power to transform the physical world and human biology. Genetic engineering alters life itself by changing the information encoded within its DNA. This can involve splicing together DNA sequences to create totally new species. Already, transgenic plants have been created that produce medicines like insulin. Transgenic mice and transgenic pigs have also been bred. The potential therefore already exists for farming and manufacturing to merge. Biocomputers are computing devices built from biological hardware or wetware and with DNA and biochemical reactions replacing silicon chips. Like nanobots or living cells, future biocomputers could potentially self-replicate and would bridge the gap between computer technology and our own brains. Already, nanoscale biocomputers have been built from DNA and proteins, with researchers intending to inject them into the human body to detect cancer and to act as future molecular doctors. The new industrial convergence will never result in manufacturing, medicine and media becoming exactly the same, no more than it implies some sort of complete mixing of organic and inorganic technology. However, what the new industrial convergence does imply is that in future many technologies, processes and skills will span a vast range of applications. This will make it easier to apply knowledge across different industries. However, it will also mean that people without high levels of education will be excluded from more and more choices of career. We are also likely to face significant ethical debates. For more information on the new industrial convergence, please see the pages of explainingthefuture.com. But now that's it for another video, and remember, the future is in your hands.